We will never forget you, Ultraman, and the good deeds you performed will live in our hearts. No one will ever know how much more good you could have accomplished, even though the photon beam machine is sitting right over there, and one zap would solve all your problems. Perhaps you are now incarnated in some more worthy mortal, even though I believe that I was as loyal a friend as you'll ever have. Well, I feel better. How about you?
Hey, don't let it get to you. Bullies win. It's the natural order of things.
It's not that.
Should be.
He won't be around forever.
Oh, yeah? Have you seen his grades?
Hey, Clemens! The highlight of my day. Every time I see you, it's so entertaining. Listen, I'm a little light. Can I borrow some money?
Well, what do you mean by borrow? Do you mean borrow where I get the money back someday? Or borrow like I never see the money again?
You'll get it back. Trust me. Now let's see what you got.
I got plenty. Here. But don't stop there. You're too kind. Maybe you'd like to borrow my shirt. How about some books? I know they'd laugh you out of the store if you ever tried to buy any. So why don't you borrow some of mine? And don't worry about having trouble reading them. Some have big pictures. Anybody have anything they'd like Peter to borrow? He'll give it back. Trust him. Hey, Tim, didn't Peter borrow your bike?
Yeah, a year ago.
I'm sure Peter must have forgotten, because we all know that Peter is a man of his word.
Oh, sure. Yeah, right.
Look out! Hey, I am trying to give a test in there. You kids proud of yourselves?
Yes.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, look out! Stop!
Are you okay?
Yeah. Fine.
That's incredible.
You're lucky I'm a gymnast. But if I were you, I wouldn't speed like that in a residential neighborhood.
I won't anymore.
I know that, and I'm glad you're taking it so well.
No, you don't understand.
I understand a great deal more than you think, Andrew. I was your age once, and Andrew?
Up here, Dr. J. Remember? Too big of a shock, huh? Everything's back. I've been testing my powers, and they've all returned.
That's
fascinating.
But the Novocaine had already worn off. And your powers weren't back. You must have come in contact with something else that day. Tell me everything that happened at the dentist's office.
Well, I looked at a magazine.
We're looking for foreign substances here, Andrew.
The magazine was from Europe.
Was there anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing. Dr. Burns took some x-rays.
That's it. It wasn't the Novocaine at all. There must have been something in the X-ray that neutralized the effect of the photon beam.
Temporarily.
Andrew, do you realize what this means?
I have to find a new dentist.
No. A higher dosage could cure you permanently.
Dr. J, why do dentists leave the room when they give x-rays?
Because radiation is dangerous. I'll come up with something else.
No hurry. Could I have my Ultraman diary back?
Andrew, I hope you've learned something as a result of being deprived of your powers.
Sure I did. I learned you can do a lot without superpowers. You should have seen how I took care of this guy Peter at school today. Pure mind power. He would have been proud of me.
I'm sure I would have been.
But then on the way home, a little girl almost got hit by a car. If it hadn't been for Ultraman, she would have been in big trouble.
Andrew.
Who are we to question the higher forces who decided to bequeath me with these powers?
I was just trying to help my plants grow.
But instead, you put yourself in the history books.